We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. In motion comes the tight end left. 2nd and 9 now. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
Something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The middle they go. Chambers. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Third down and 6. Looking to throw. Caldwell. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over.
Stop him at the 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Walker hitting the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that in-line point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenneth Walker with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. Calling a gain of a yard, and now we've got a 3rd and 3. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Caldwell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what worked.
Oh, heavy line pressure here, and they block it. And they're going to take possession of the football.
And that's truly the way to change field position, isn't it? Block the punt and then take over inside the 5-yard line. What a tremendous job by them. You change momentum, you change field position, and give yourself a chance to score.
Walker is in for a Lions touchdown. Now the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
This could be the turning point.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. See if they can do better here on this drive. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chambers. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall. right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here.
And Walker has it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
What is this?
Looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. And now they'll shift things around.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Here's Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact in that one, and it's still down.
Good job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right.
They'll try and run Walker. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, they've got the comfortable lead. Decision time here. Do they go for it, press their luck?
Listen, if I'm the head coach, I take my headset off. I turn to my defense and say, guess what, guys? We're going for it right here, right now. I want the knockout shot, and if it doesn't happen, you've got my back, don't you? Go get it.
And if you don't get it, the other offense, they've got a long way to go in the other direction. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ken Walker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
You know the owner is happy with that.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On the out route, he's got Burks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Caldwell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
To throw on 2nd down, Caldwell. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Let's go! No time to waste. Let's go!
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Chambers. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
That's how it's done. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, flag comes in, it's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
19 strike, 19 strike. 60
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
Thank you. Got more where that came from. Yeah.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Caldwell is going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He finds some open field here. Able to slither by. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 71 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenneth Walker, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle, and it is 28-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
In it to win it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Now 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Terrible. Awful. Seriously.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Caldwell. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Room here to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw on third down, Caldwell. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Pressure coming, and this looks like a short kick. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Now a give, right side. It's Chambers. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Caldwell. He finds his man complete. That's Chambers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the gun on 3rd down, Caldwell. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw again. This pass hauled in by Dotson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chambers, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Defense. Don't give him an inch. Let him get another yard. Lock up. Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Warrior 70.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing. And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Detroit, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be brought down. Smith as he gets the sack. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Tua. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Smith. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smith, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by their veteran QB, the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rest as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Strong gain on the last 2 plays.
This is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
He's got it complete to Aguilar. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
They'll run with Mitchell.
That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Tucker with the extra point. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Berrios now from his end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell guys, dress for the weather and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with less than a yard. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on third and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sam Wilson, 63 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball.
They got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll get it down the plane to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
Here's Flacco. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Once more, it's Flacco. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd down, Tua. A quick throw there is incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Big-time sack. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Fielded just inside the 20.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you're roughing, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Tua. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a minute to go in this first half. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than...
He's got it in, complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, 78 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. 17. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. Still shedding tackles. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of the second half.
This drive is and that's the right answer. Because they're trying to answer one man there. It's picked up and tying the game because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Again, it's Achane. He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to pass. Tua. They complete it to Hill. They'll give him 4 yards there. They have 2 yards to go on third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Open man, that's Hill complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Out route to Hill, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
2nd down and 6 now. Up the middle, Achane.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Now throwing on third down there, but he can't connect. The Baltimore defense to give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football. In the second half, that's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Mostert. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. One quarter remains for the right to advance. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've had an awful clear what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd down, Flacco now. Looking for Allen, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking the lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to be his percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First and 10 here for Flacco. He completes it to Beckham. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Flacco. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give here to Mitchell. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another run with Mitchell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Here comes 2nd down and 5. On the handoff, Mitchell.
And the flashy plays as people have to call that attention. That's efficient. They can control the ball game. I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They run over center with Mitchell.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.